That shall be better. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. Now, when we last left off, Nightmare had just appeared, and alongside him was Dark. But Lily didn't flinch. Instead, she was the one who calmed Rainbow down, even as Nightmare threatened her. And in a calm voice, she prepared herself for battle and spoke. My name isn't Claire. I am Lily Rainbow. And just because I am a player doesn't mean I am not strong, or doesn't mean I do not know everything that there is to know about you. Now, this went exactly how you probably think it would have. Nightmare got pissed. And told Dark to attack her. Before flying off towards the Rainbow Village. However, Lily allowed Rainbow to follow Nightmare, and Dark allowed her to gather her stuff before fakely chasing her through the trees with fire and coal and lava, lightning as well. Then, as soon as they were far enough away, he called. Lily stopped and turned to him, putting her weapons away, and talked to him as if they were old friends. This was her time to get answers. Oh yay, there was my axe. And so she did. She asked him why he had given her his crystal. And he answered. Because she was the one who freed him. She was the one who showed him the light. And he knew. Only she could wield it without being corrupted. He knew exactly who she was from the moment they met. He knew she was the savior. Lily listened, and then, after their conversation, Dark struck her once more, but this time she did not evade. She allowed it, for not only was his lightning destructive, but it teleported her back to the Rainbow Town. Where she fell unconscious for a few hours. When she awoke, she's found Light standing there, watching her. Without hesitation, she explained everything. Dark wasn't evil. He was a good person on the wrong side. And she proved it to Light by showing him Dark's crystal. However, before she could complete his case even further, an explosion echoed from outside, and the two of them went to investigate. Lily jumped on top of a roof, armor ready, sword in hand, and what she found was Dark and Nightmare, with an army of darkness behind them. But she didn't hesitate, didn't flinch. She just walked up to them, Light close behind her, and firmly, in a cold, calculated voice, "You are not welcome here. Leave." Nightmare just laughed, then turned to Dark. "Kill her," he ordered. But Dark hesitated. Lily saw this hesitation and approached, not to fight, but to show him that she was not a threat, at least not to him. She put away her sword and shield, then touched his chest. And with the words she said to him before, she said, "One day you will make a choice that will affect this world. And that choice is now." Nightmare ordered him once more, "Kill her." But this time, his order fell on deaf ears. Dark turned and threw his sword to the ground. No. Nightmare blinked. Then anger rose. "What did you just say?" Dark didn't hesitate. "I said, I will not kill her." This angered Nightmare, and instead of putting his anger towards Dark, he aimed it at Light. Without hesitation, He struck Light with fireballs. Lily ran to protect him, but she was too late. Light fell. And Lily held him. And in his last words, he gave her his crystal and his sword. "You know what to do," he said, and Lily did not hesitate. With one look at Dark, she turned, quickly found an elytra, and followed after Nightmare. What was to follow changed her life forever. She followed him to his base, not quietly, but not angry either. Grief filled her. She landed and faced Nightmare alone. And Nightmare, he mocked her. But Lily just smiled and rose. "I will show you what happens when you make a player go past their limits." Then the fight started. Without hesitation, Lily struck Nightmare. But she quickly realized that he outpowered her. And so, she dodged a fireball, then quickly pulled out the dark crystal, using lightning to summon Dark Steve. And as soon as he was summoned, she called to him, and he immediately knew what to do. Together they fought Nightmare. However, even with the two of them fighting together as one, their strength was waning until Dark finally had an idea. He created a cool sphere, then turned to Lily, passing the Shadow Blade. Then, without hesitation, summoned the last of his energy and sacrificed himself to weaken Nightmare. Lily, now grieving the two Steves that she had grown close to, allowed her anger to take control. Slowly but surely, the two crystals she wielded, light and darkness, consumed her. Power raged through her body. And she destroyed Nightmare before passing out cold. The next moment she knew Rainbow had found her. So had Ultra. And she asked, had Lights arrived? But she already knew the answer. No. She struck lightning once more before collapsing, and together Ultra and Rainbow carried her back to the Rainbow Village. Before anything happened, she handed both the light and the dark crystal over to them, and fell unconscious once more as they locked her into a machine. For 3 weeks, she stayed there, unconscious, unmoving, as both light and dark energy filled her body. And when she awoke, she was no longer a player, but an Alex, both light and darkness. She broke the glass to get Ultra's attention. When he released her, she stumbled out, and a short conversation. They came up with a new name. Quality Alex. Well, you guys, we'll stop it there. Because that is the perfect place to stop. At least for now. Until next time.